Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we'll be installing DeepSeek R1 model on our Google Cloud Console shell. So there's a lot of hype around DeepSeek, like it's an AI model by a Chinese company that defeats O1 and it can run on pretty older hardware even without using GPUs. So yeah, today we will try to run it on our Google Cloud Console. As you can see, I have already opened it. So you just need to click on this icon here and this will launch the terminal. And yeah, you by default in the free tier, we get 5 gigabytes of storage, and I'm not sure about the RAM. I think the RAM is 2 gigabyte. Where is it mentioned? Okay, so the memory is 8 gigabytes. We get 8 GB of RAM, and I'm not sure about the processor or the GPU. I don't think we get any GPU in the free tier. You'll have to give your credit card for that, but yeah, so you get a pretty good good CPU and a lot of RAM. So yeah, so to run our model, we'll have to install Ollama. It is already installed, but I'll reinstall it in order to demonstrate how we can do that. So you'll have to head over to Ollama and click on the first website. Ollama is basically a software that can be used to run AI models locally. So as you can see, we can run Llama, we can run DeepSeek R1, the one that we want. So you can just click on download, and we're gonna use Linux since Google Cloud Shell runs on Linux. Just copy this command and paste it right here. Now it's going to take some time, but since Google Cloud Console has pretty good internet connection, it's going to happen pretty quickly. So let's wait for it to finish and I'll get back. Okay, so Ollama installation is done. As you can see, the Ollama is now available and it has started running, I guess, on localhost 11,434 port. So we can use it. And if I write Ollama, so yeah, as you can see, it is installed and it shows all the commands and shortcuts that we can use. So now we can go to the next step, that is just head over to Ollama and search for DeepSeek R1, as you can see right here. And you can run any model, but I will recommend you to either run 1.5 billion parameter model. This can run on lowest hardware, or either 7 billion parameters model. This is also pretty slow on Google Cloud Console, but so I don't recommend 7 billion. I recommend 1.5, but 7 billion parameters can also work too. So for this case, we'll try using 1.5 billion parameters, and its size is around 1.1 gigabytes. So we have copied the command. We can just do this, and yeah, it will display this error. I have already gotten this error and gotten around a way to solve this. So you just need to run Ollama. So that's it. You need to run Llama serve and click enter, and it will start a localhost server. And you can just create a new tab from this plus icon, and it will create a new terminal tab, and this will keep running on the backend. So yeah, now we can just paste the command that we copied, not this one actually. Let me recopy it, and yeah, so as you will be able to see, it's pretty fast, like 1.1 gigabytes. It's able to download that within just a few seconds. So yeah, it is pretty fast, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's done and our model has ran. So I'll say hello there. Okay, and as you can see, it's pretty fast. It's replying to all my prompts. Okay, so it's the kind of performance that we get on a Raspberry Pi, the same performance, but since it's in the cloud, we can use it for various purposes, like for testing our web apps or maybe our other applications, like mostly for development. So let's give it a simple task, like create a Python function that takes int as input and tells if it's an even or odd numbers. So it will be pretty simple function. So it just needs to determine like is the parameter found number or the provided integer is a even or odd number. So yeah, that's pretty simple task. And yeah, as you can see, it has created it, even though it is 1.7 billion parameter model and it is the smallest model of DeepSeek R1, it is still done pretty neat job, I'd say. We can also try installing the 7 billion parameters model, since we have, I think, around 5 gigabytes of space or maybe 10 gigabytes. I'm not sure how much SSD or hard disk storage we get on Google Cloud Console, but yeah, we can definitely try it. So to exit this, we can say /by, and yeah, so we can use Ollama list to list all the models that are installed. And as you can see, DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion parameters being shown here, and we can just use Ollama remove DeepSeek R1 and the parameters. So that will, okay, let me just see what was the command. Okay, it's rm, not remove. It's just rm, the initial Linux command. So yeah, this will do it. Okay, so it has deleted the 1.5 billion parameters. Now we can try installing the 7 billion parameters model and click on enter. And this is going to take a little while as compared to that, since it's more than twice the size. Okay, so our DeepSeek R1 7 billion parameters 5 gigabyte model is installed, so we can run it using the same command, and it will not re-download it, as you can see. So we can just write hello there, and it takes quite a lot of time as compared to the smallest model that is 1.7 billion parameters. So yeah. If we ask it to write the same function, let's see how much time can it take for that. So yeah, create a Python function that takes int as an input and tells if the input is even or odd. So yeah, a basic function that takes a number as an input and tells if that number is even or odd. I think we are also going to see the thought process here, since it's a 7 billion parameters model. It will also show us the thought. Yeah. So it does show the thought process. So let's wait for it to finish and let's see how much time it takes. Okay, so we finally have the output, and you can now see how slow it is. So it's pretty slow as compared to the 1.5 billion parameter, but the fact that it can run on the free tier of Google Cloud Console is pretty amazing. So I hope you got to know something from this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, and for more such content, please do subscribe. So I guess that's all it was in this video. I'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.